my dear children, welcome back to my channel Happy Learning Mathematics. So today we are going to learn your 27th lesson, second part of the video. So first part I have already covered the stem and leaf diagram. So this is the second video which will be covering the topic interpreting collection of numerical data. So let's look at the term what is a numerical data. So here are three examples to define what is a numerical data. Okay, let's look at the first example, marks of 10 students. You know, if you mark these data, it will be contain 10 numbers. Am I right? So this is a collection of numerical data. I have written example of the marks obtained by 10 students. So it's going to be numerical values, and the number of data here represented here is it's going to be 10 values. Okay, so the next topic is number of vehicles parked each day. So for all 7 days there are going to be 7 numbers. Am I right? So this is an example of numerical data. The third example is number of employees on leave in a week. So again, this is going to be in numerical values. So these are known as collection of numerical data. Under this topic, we are going to look into 4 subtopics, which are we will be finding the mod of the collection of numerical data. Then we will learn to find the median of the given data. And third, we will learn to find the mean of the data. And at last, the range of the given numerical data. So let's look at them one by one. So first we are going to learn about the mod of the given data. So here we have 8 number of numerical data values. Am I right? When you count them, there are 8 numerical values. So I have written here the number of data in the above collection is going to be 8. So next, can you see some identical values in this collection of data? Yes, right? 13 has occurred 3 times in here. And again 14 has repeated once in here. So the number which occurs most often, that means which comes higher number of times, is known as the mod. So the mod is the value which occurs most often. Okay, so here in this case the mod of the collection of data is going to be 30. So the mod is 30. So don't get confused with the highest value, children, because most of the people do get confused that mod is the highest value of the data. No, it is not. It is the value which occurs again and again and with most number of times. As you can see here, 14 has occurred twice in here, but 13 has repeated 3 times here. So that's why the mod of this collection of data is going to be 13. So let's look at this collection of data. Here I do have 6 numerical values. So what is the mod of this data? As you can see here, 2 numbers have occurred most often. Am I right? Number 4 is there twice and number 2 is also there twice. So what do you write as the mod? So in this case, we do write both the numbers as the mod of this collection of data. So 2 and 4 both are the mod of this given data. So next we are going to find the median of the collection of data. So when you have been asked to find the median of the data, children, you do have to follow consider few topics in here. First, it must be written in ascending order. Okay, that's going to be your first step in order to find the median. The next, the median is finding the value in the center. Okay, so after arranging the data in ascending order, you need to find the value in the center. And another thing is the number of collection in the data. If they are in odd number, you have to follow one method. If it is in even number, you have to follow another method. So these are the three important things you need to consider before you find the median. For mod, you don't have to do anything. You just have to look at the number of times which has occurred. But for median, you should write them in ascending order first. So let's look at an example now. So now let's find the median of this given collection of numerical data. So what is going to be your first step? You have to arrange them in ascending order. Am I right? So let's arrange this in ascending order first. Okay. So let's write it. So now I have arranged it in ascending order. So let's find the value in the center now. So you can find it like this by cutting one in front and one at the back and find it. One from here, one from there, again one from here and one from there. So the mid value is 47. So the median is going to be 47. Let's say there are huge collection of data, numerical values, so you can't keep on cutting like this. So what you can do there is follow this method. So count the number of data in here. Here I do have 7. So in order to find, you should add 1 to the amount of data and divide it by 2, and that is going to be the term of your answer. So let's do that. The n denotes the number of data in this collection, which is 7. So 7 plus 1, 8 divided by 2 is the fourth term. So remember, 4 is not the answer. The fourth term is going to be the answer. So the median is 1, 2, 3, fourth. Fourth term is 47. So do you understand? This is how you find the median of the data if it is given in odd numbers. Now let's look at the data if they are in even numbers. How do we find the median? So here it's another example. So the number of collection of data in here is 8. If you count, you will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first step to find the median is to write them in ascending order. So I have written them in ascending order. Now do we need to find the value in center. Since it is in even numbers, you will get 2 numbers in the middle. Am I right? Let's cut like this. As you can see here, we do have 2 values in the middle. So in this case, in order to find the median, you should add both the values and then divide it by 2 in order to find the mid value of these 2 numbers. So let's add these 2. It's 90 divided by 2. So the answer is 45. So the median of this collection of data is 45. So once again, if the number of collection in the data is higher, you cannot find it like this to find the center numbers. So what you can do here is divide the number of terms by 2 and then add 1 to find the term. Okay, so let's do that in this method. So the number of terms here in here is 8. So 8 divided by 2, add 1, which is 4 plus 1. So here it is the fifth term. So after that, what you have to do here is add the fifth term and the previous term, then divide it by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your fifth term plus the previous term fourth, and then divide it by 2. Okay, children? So the fifth term is 47 and the previous term is 43. So divided by 3, we are going to get the same answer, which is 45. So why am I telling two methods here, children? Because if the collection of data is very few, you can simply find the center values like this. But let's say there are 40 numbers given and you have been asked to find the median. You cannot keep on cutting like this. So what you have to do here is simply substitute the values in this formula and find the term. Then you can find the median of the given data. In order to summarize what we learned under median, I have written like this. So see, if the number of data here is odd, we found the nth term by adding 1, then divided by 2 to find the term, the center term. Okay, if it is even number, what we did is we divided by 2 first, then we added 1 in order to find the term in the center. After that, we count that specific term and we write that as the answer for the median. So the next topic is going to be finding the mean of the data. So mean is actually the average. So you might have heard the word average already. In your report cards, children, there are a column known as average marks. So how does your teacher find your average marks? She adds all the marks of your, let's say 10 subjects. She adds everything and then she divides it by 10 in order to find the average marks. Am I right? So this is how you find the mean here. So the mean is average value of collection of data. So in order to find the mean, you should add everything. Find the total sum of the numerical data and then divide it by the number of data in the given collection of data. So let's look at an example now. So here is the collection of data. So in order to find the mean, we should add all the data given above. So let's add 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3, 7 plus 4 plus 3 and 2. And then you should divide this by the number of data in the above collection. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do have 8 data in the collection. So now let's add everything. So the answer is going to be 32 here. That should be divided by 8. So the mean average of this data is 4. 32 divided by 8 is 4. So this is how you find the mean of the data. The last topic we will be learning today is the range. So the word range has already come in the section stem and leaf diagram. Anyway, I'll repeat it. Range is the difference of the minimum and the maximum value of a given data. So here, what is the maximum value in this given data? It is 55. So the range is 55 minus the minimum value, which is 28. So when you subtract 28 from 55, the answer is going to be 27. So here the range is 27. So now let's look at an example from your textbook so you can summarize everything what we have learned under this lesson. So this is an example extracted from your textbook, children, from exercise 27.3. So let's read the question first. The number of matchsticks in 10 boxes of matches is given here. For these boxes of matchsticks, find the mud, the median, the mean number of matchsticks in a box. So let's find the mud in this given data first. As I told you before, the mud is the number which occurs most often. Am I right? We do have two numbers as the mud values. Why is that? Here 49 has occurred 3 times in the data. And again number 50 is also there thrice. Am I right? And this 48 is only once, 47 is there twice, 51 is there only once. So the numbers which occurred most often are 49 and 50. So here we do have two values for mod, which are 49 and 50. So next we will find the median of the data. Median is the center value. The first step is going to be writing them in ascending order. So let's write that in ascending order first. So now I have written them in ascending order. So let's count the number of data in this collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the number of data here comes in even number. So how to find the term? You have to substitute in the formula n divided by 2 and then add 1. That is the center term of the data for even numbers of data. So let's substitute now. N is going to be 10 divided by 2 plus 1. So 5 plus 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5 plus 1, which is the sixth term. So after that, what did we do? We should add the sixth term and the previous term and then should divide it by 2 in order to find the center value. So what is the fifth term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the fifth and sixth terms. So it's going to be very easy in here. Since both the numbers are same, the median is going to be the number 49 itself. Okay children, so if it has come in odd numbers, you would have to substitute in the other equation and find the mid value of the given data. So at last, let's find the mean of the data. In order to find the mean, we should add all the data first. 47 plus 48, 49. This step is unnecessary children. You do not have to show this, but I am writing it in here in order to give you an understanding. And then divide it by 10. Okay. So when you add everything, it is 490, then divided by 10. 10 is the number of data in this collection. So here we do have 10 numbers in here. So 490 divided by 10 is going to be 49. So that's all children under this lesson. So now you will be able to do all the exercises from your textbook, both about the stem and leaf diagram and this. So if you have any doubts, you can ask from the comment section. See you in the next video with another lesson. Have a nice day. Bye.